This driver created the most impossible moment in racing history.
They've gone into each other!
I'll also reveal the moment when a driver blocked the entire track, the incident where all the cars crashed and retired, and all other impossible moments as well. Starting with this race, because this guy here decided to check things out on his own.
What is this?
There's a fan on the track. There's a fan on the track.
They're just a man going for a stroll alongside the track.
What an idiot! But he doesn't even come close to this driver, because literally on his first race, Kazuki Nakajima made the stupidest move ever.
And what's happened in the Williams garage? Kazuki Nakajima has come in, actually hit, and the guy on the front left tyre who is now hopping away.
Now that's some rare skills. Later, we'll show the most impossible moment that happened in racing. But you've got to check this out first. It was the last lap in a Mexico race. This driver, Lucas de Grassi, was running P2 and was attacking for the win. But Pascal Wehrlein was defending brilliantly and did so the entire race. But right when they came out of the final corner, this happened.
Wehrlein out of the final corner. De Grassi wins!
Yes! Great! Whoa!
Man, how did that even happen? But you're going to say the same thing here, because at the Malaysian Grand Prix, everybody was waiting for an exciting race. But just before lights out happened...
Start aborted, a Benetton completely out of sync there.
Giancarlo, what's going on? Everything is normal, sorry, I made a mistake.
Now, even though this was enough to abort the race start, another thing happened.
When everybody else has now got to, and there's a car stalled on the line. I think it's Montoya.
Oh, you're right, it is Montoya.
The car is...
Now, when a team says the car is f***ed, it usually means that the driver's race is over. But not this time, because what Montoya did next was, to put in a word, crazy. And we'll get back to it. But you gotta check this out first. Everybody was looking forward to this European Grand Prix. It was expected to be an exciting one. But not so fast, said the race director, because right at the race start...
3, 4, 5! Alton Knights are still on and Princeton has jumped the start! Now they were on for a fantastically long time.
Incredible! I bet you're not going to see this in current races, but I bet you haven't ever seen this either. Because when this rally driver saw that a dog was in the way, he did this. Man, that dog got lucky. But these drivers were not so lucky, because all of a sudden, this happened.
See right there, he's sideways.
Yeah.
The 11 sideways. You see the rain falling. They all go down to the corner and all three lose grip.
Damn, I've never seen so many cars crash before. Now, before I show what Montoya did at that race in Malaysia, especially since his car was finished, you've got to see the major move of this F1 driver first. Because when Jack Brabham was running P1 at the 1959 US Grand Prix, all of a sudden, his fuel ran out. And that too at the last corner of the last lap. But even though his teammate Bruce McLaren passed him to win the race, he still didn't give up. He literally got out and pushed his car to the finish line to finish P4. Man, I bet you don't see that happen every day. But I'm guessing you haven't seen this before either. This idiot drove a school bus on track in the middle of the race.
The first grader's late for recess, I guess. Just when you think you've seen it all.
How did that even happen? That's just ridiculous. But not as ridiculous as this instinct. Gerhard Berger was having a solid race. He did everything correctly and even had a decent pit stop. So it was clear he's going to get some decent points for his team.
Gerhard Berger behind Martin Brundle. That is Berger, straight out of the pits on cold tires. Yeah, big mistake by Gerhard Berger then. Missing Derek Warwick there by fractions.
Incredible. Simply incredible. But to be fair, it was a suspension failure that caused the crash. But no excuse can be given for this incident. Because when Esteban Ocon still had to do a pit stop, he had no choice but to come into the pits on the last lap. But when he came in, he got the biggest surprise.
People all over the pit lane.
Here he comes. Yes, he is. And there are a lot
what
of
is this about? Absolute shambles. We could see it coming. Alpine could see it coming. What is going on?
How's that even possible? That's crazy. And this driver was crazy too. Because when Vittorio Brambilla crossed the finish line and won the race, he drifted and crashed while looking at the checkered flag. Imagine if any current F1 driver does this. Who do you think it'll be? But finally, here's what Montoya did in that Malaysian Grand Prix. Since his car had a problem, Montoya literally got out and ran towards his T car.
Off he goes to get to the spare. Montoya rushing down the pit lane.
Due to this, he still took part in the race, but it didn't really matter, because when the track got heavy rain, Montoya aquaplaned into a gravel trap and retired. But now that we're at the top 3 impossible moments of this video, they're gonna completely blow your mind, like the crazy incident that happened in Monaco. Because first, at the race start, Alexander Wurz got an engine problem that led to an aborted start, which delayed the checkered lights. Finally, when the race began, everyone got a decent start. But not so fast, said these two drivers, because right when they reached the hairpin, chaos.
Oh, look at that! This is the worst possible thing that could happen at Monaco.
Button gave him a little tap on the back wheel there.
Now that's one big traffic jam. But nothing tops this incident, because at the Porsche Carrera Cup, this happened.
Et ça se touche, et l'accrochage. Et une voiture incroyable. Et Jules Bounon qui va perdre gros au championnat cette année.
Now, say what you want about the incident, you gotta admit that's some good weight distribution. And now, out of all the moments shown earlier, here's the #1 most impossible moment. It was the Brazilian Grand Prix, heavy rain, which meant crazy things were about to happen. Well, crazy will be an understatement, because right on turn 3, 6 cars crashed out, including Michael Schumacher as well. Then Rubens Barrichello, the home hero, took the lead, and so it looked like he was set to win, until he stopped on lap 47 and retired from the race. But this was just the beginning, because in the final stages of the race, Mark Webber also crashed, and it was hard. Now this was already horrible, but unfortunately it got even worse, because Fernando Alonso, who was behind him, didn't see the crash coming, and thus disaster.
A lot of walk standing. Oh, and we think Alonso's come round and probably
race stopped.
Red flag. Race has stopped. Alonso.
This incident caused a red flag, which ended the race prematurely. But that's not all. This created another problem. Who was the winner? Was it Raikkonen or Fisichella, whose car even caught fire in Parc Fermé? So, after heavy discussions, the race stewards declared Kimi Raikkonen won the race, and in total, 10 cars retired from this race. But that's not all. Because turns out there was an issue with the official timekeeping screens. Of course there was, which was the basis on which stewards made the race win decision. So the result got revised. And at the next race in San Marino, Fisichella was declared as the actual winner, and Raikkonen happily gave the trophy to him. Now that's sportsmanship. But guys, you know what else is impossible? The biggest crashes that ever happened in racing history. Like when one driver went flying into the air, or the most insane crash, which changed the world of racing forever. And I know you want to see it, so click it.